Your court television news starting now.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to a morning/breaking news edition of the NJCourts TV News. I am your host, NJCourts. You know what? I think we'll just leave it for this background for this morning. We don't have to be too fancy today. But I want to say a big thank you for everybody joining me kind of about this last-minute notification. I think it went out about an hour ago, and I know for some of us it can be kind of early, especially my friends on the West Coast. For everybody on the East Coast, the court hearing has started, my friends. As a matter of fact, I don't like this background. It's kind of tripping me out here. I don't have a green screen, so that's why it's not working really great. So let's change this really quick, and then we'll get started. All right. None. All right, cool. Now, I am not on my GoPro. As a matter of fact, I tried it out this morning. It is a better picture, but it's a wider picture, which I didn't like. So I'm going to mess around and see if I can zoom in or at least change the settings so it's not as wide of a picture. So for right now, we're just using the regular audio off my laptop and as well as the camera here. So nothing too fancy this morning. But remember, you don't have to be too fancy to deliver the news, at least for some people. All right, but big good morning to everybody in chat. I want to say, as a matter of fact, while this notification's going out, I want to say big thank you to everybody joining me today. I want to say big thank you to Behemoth Monkey, first in chat. Let's see, Zen11, good morning, my friend. Good to see you so bright and early. Got Crinkle. Crinkle said, at NJCourts, will we be able to watch it live? I will answer your question right now. Crinkle, unfortunately, we cannot, and here's why. As I promised, I did check actually last night and early this morning, was getting on there, seeing what was going to go on with this. Unfortunately, they did change the venue to where she was originally at, meaning she's at a different courthouse. Today's hearing is at what they consider the main branch or main courthouse location down in Palm Beach County. So because of that, that courthouse no longer allows Zoom hearings. So all hearings have to be done in person. Now, somebody in chat, I think it was Jadis, said that they're currently in the courtroom. I'm not sure if that's really the case or not, but if they are, maybe they'll be able to give us an update here in a second. Either way, her hearing started at 9 a.m. Eastern time. It is 9:34 a.m. Eastern time. So it's been about 30 minutes already. Usually they take 30 minutes to get everything started. So I'm sure if it hasn't already started, it is starting here in about the next 5 to 10 minutes. Now, today's hearing is going to be what's called a case disposition hearing. Pretty much give you a definition of what that is. It's pretty much where her defense lawyer, and I'll talk about that here in a bit, has a chance to pretty much tell the judge what's going on with the whole defense, okay? Pretty much they want to make sure they've got all their ducks in a row before they go to a trial setting. Now, usually there could be a lot of these case dispositions before they set for a jury trial. Reason we're even talking about a jury trial is we already know that Elisa Jordana, or otherwise known as Elisa Schwartz, has already entered a plea of not guilty, okay? She entered that plea, as a matter of fact, on her last hearing, which I believe was on the 9th, if I'm not mistaken, and that was of this month. So she already entered a plea of not guilty. She's got a case disposition hearing going on, if not already, right now. And talk about her lawyer. So she has gotten a lawyer. We already talked about this, I think, last time we did an update. She's getting represented. I can't tell if they did assign a public defender, but it does look like she did maybe possibly hire her own private attorney. I'm not too sure yet. I won't be able to clarify that probably till later today. But I do have that attorney's information, so it should be pretty easy to tell if they're a public defender or not. I do know originally in some of the paperwork that I had read, they did assign her a public defender, but I wasn't too sure if she would actually qualify for one, being that I don't think she's considered indigent, but who knows? Anyways, Her attorney has already submitted I don't think it would be a motion. As a matter of fact, let me just show it to you exactly the paperwork I'm talking about. But pretty much the paperwork we're going to look at just says that she's already gotten representation, and she's asking the courts that pretty much, or not asking, she's permitting her lawyer to pretty much speak on her behalf or represent her absentee, which that means as long as the judge approves of it, depending on what type of hearing it is, her lawyer can stand for her in court and represent her without her physically being there, is what I'm trying to say. So there could be a good possibility that she's not even in that courtroom as we speak. It's just her lawyer at this point, okay? I won't know till after the case, till I get a little bit more information from the court notes. And there's possibly one person or a few people that are actually sitting in that case disposition as we speak. But going down the line, so I know that was a little long-winded, but I hope I answered your question there, Crinkle. But I hope you're doing good. I see you. Good morning. TM, good morning. Meaty Farts, hello. What up, Jadis? That's what I was talking about. Madame Star, Jadis says I'm here in court. What up, Roofer? Ayo! King of the Pines, good morning to you. Clumsy, what up, Bean Gang? What up, my friend? What up, Madame Star? Good to see you. Good to see all my members of the jury. Speaking of members of the jury, we got Juan Casa de Puta. Good morning. All right. Scuff Frank, good morning. Espo 7766, good morning. Love, good morning to you. John Jacobs, good morning to you, my friend. It's a chilly morning this morning. I wish I could show you. Guess if I had a GoPro, I could, but it's overcast and chilly, but it'll get warm pretty quick. It's kind of that time of the year here in New Mexico where, you know, you're wearing a hoodie and a beanie in the morning and you're in your shorts and no shirt by lunchtime. You know what I mean? What up, Connor, a.k.a. Pryor? I can't say that, but good morning. Hello, Mary T. Good to see you. What up, Boke Precision? Or Bach, sorry. Stinky Pinky, I can see you, and good to see you, my friend. What up, Katie Sperry? All right, I think sometimes I repeat names, but I think I'm getting all my brain cells back. Risa, good morning. Good to see you, my friend. All right, good to see all my friends here in chat. All right, going down the line. Tony Stark, good morning. Let's see here. Hello, Boo, good morning. Ghost, good morning. Me, myself, and I, good morning. And I agree, especially with the first sentence. Sicilian Princess, good morning, my friends. George Constanza, good morning. I got that one right. Let's see. Peanut Butter 19, good morning. All right, I'm getting there. Sue Me, good morning. Almost to the bottom. Sunshinery, good to see you, my friend. All right, what up, Intaco? What up, Francisca? All right, we'll get started. So, as I said earlier, unfortunately, unless you're in there personally, there is no way to see what's actually going on currently as this hearing should be starting now, or if it already did start it. What I will do is probably most likely it'll be like a community tab. I'll probably post some type of community tab, under my community tab, I'll post probably some updates as far as what happened. Maybe we'll get some updates here as the live stream progresses, or this broadcast this morning. But what I wanted to share with you this morning was a few things. First off, I wanted to kind of let you guys know about today's hearing, as it said in the thumbnail. Second, I wanted to clarify something. So there had been a lot of people asking questions regarding the what would you call the case, or the charge type. There we go. The charge type of what's going on with this simple battery charge for Elisa, because it's been listed as a misdemeanor, but some major news networks had called it a felony. I'm going to clarify that for you, okay? And I know where the mistake came from, or the confusion, most likely. So what happens is, if you Google search the actual statute number for that charge, it's usually the first things that are going to pop up are going to say that it's a felony charge. It is not. It is only considered a felony type charge if it meets other conditions, meaning they've already got a previous felony. I don't know if it has to be a previous assault type of felony, but we can read into that here in a second. And there was some other conditions, but pretty much they're conditions that, unless I'm mistaken, I don't think she falls under. So being that that's the case, it would be a simple battery misdemeanor type. So as of right now, I'm like 99.9% sure that it is a misdemeanor, not a felony. Like I think, I don't know, it was one of those larger networks that had reported on that. So, but I think that's where the confusion came is if you do directly plug in the statute, it tells you it's a felony, but it's not. It's only a felony if they meet certain conditions as a simple battery. As a matter of fact, I think I even have that up. Yes, I do. Let me just read that to you. So let's see here. So with the exception, that statute is a misdemeanor unless a person, then it turns into a felony if the person has one prior conviction for battery, aggravated battery, or felony battery. So that's where, like I said, I'm not 100% sure because I don't know their previous record, okay? But it doesn't have to be a felony conviction. It just has to be a prior conviction for battery, aggravated battery, and of course, felony battery. And who commits any second or it's early in the morning, so excuse me, subsequent, that's one of those words that's so hard for me to say, battery commits a felony of the third degree, punishable as provided in blah, 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 blah. For the purposes as a subsection, conviction means a determination of guilt that is the result of a plea or a trial, regardless of whether a junction is withheld or a plea of nolo contendere is entered. And I said that right. So what that means is, give me a second. So all they have to do is be convicted. Okay. So and that could be a result of a plea deal, it's saying. Or even if they pled nolo contendere, I did say it wrong there, which just means I'm guilty, but I'm not saying I'm guilty. They'll still consider that a conviction. So that's the only way if she meets any of those previous if she has any of those previous convictions, then it would fall under a felony. Assuming she doesn't, then it's a misdemeanor. All right. For me, it is Bach Precision. Some of us have weird tongues. I bet you no puedes hablar español. That might be a little hard for you to pronounce like that, right? See? All right. So, let's see here. So that clarifies all that confusion. What else did I want to cover this morning? Nothing much this morning, like I said. Oh, don't forget, Trina Golden, as a matter of fact, her hearing just started, and she's got a pre-trial conference. That was at 8:30 Central Time. So it's already 8:44 in Kansas. So that's already started. Pretty much they're just going to talk a little, just pretty much get ready for the jury trial that's going to start next week. Is all I can probably say. But I'll get you an update on that later. Hell, I might even have to go live later just to get you an update on both these cases since, they're both cases that we're following. They're both pretty important cases, and they'll both have some updates hopefully later. But they both are currently going on now as we speak, okay? What else did I want to talk about in regards to the Elisa Jordana case? Oh, yes, that's right. That's what I wanted to do. So there was a lot of people asking in regards to the footage. They said, NJ, you skipped over a very important part. We wanted to hear what both officers were saying in regards to, why they were pretty much issuing out the, I guess, issuing out the misdemeanor at this point, or issuing out the simple battery misdemeanor to just Elisa and not Mr. what is his name? Zorro, whatever. Okay. Well, here's the thing. We did play over that part. Those people probably just didn't, and I'm not blaming people. They may have just came into the stream later, but during that part, it was actually muted. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to go back. I did also finish editing all the raw footage. So what I did is I enhanced the audio. so it should be easier to listen to. There is not going to be any live broadcast going on. You'll just have a little watermark. Okay, it is my video. I had to pay for it. And again, thank you for that. You know who you are, that sponsored that video and picked up that tab for that video because it was very expensive. So it's just going to have a watermark and the audio should be a lot better. I'm going to be posting all 3 of those body cam videos here as soon as I'm done with this live stream. So those will be available to watch. But what we'll do right now is just so I can show the naysayers, and maybe I'm wrong, we're going to watch that one part. As a matter of fact, I did find one part where they do discuss a little bit why they're issuing out the misdemeanor to her, and we'll listen to that. But other than that, that's pretty much all I had this morning for everybody. So, hey, I appreciate that, me, myself, and I. So, Jadis, let me see. Jadis is in chat. Jadis said he's in there. So is Jadis giving us any updates? I'm going back up to chat here and see if I saw anything from Jadis. I don't see anything. I think the last thing I saw was Jadis just said something about being there. All right. So I assume Jadis will probably be the one, if they're the only one there, giving us updates later. Because ultimately, even the docket notes that we see won't give us all the exact details, right? But if you're there, obviously you're going to know exactly what happened. Yeah, but and Josh, I'm not calling anybody liars, but again, unfortunately, realistically, that's why I always like to have at least audio at the very minimum. Video is the best because, again, we don't really ever know if anybody's telling the truth unless we can see it for ourselves. Unfortunately, that's the way the world goes, right? And public documents that are, from, the courts. I would assume they should be right. Not always, but 99.9%. And see, then we have people that say he's a solid, reliable source. So we've actually had Jadis up here on panel. I have no problems with Jadis. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure I personally, again, I'm not going to say that's exactly what happened, but I would probably say anything coming from Jadis, if he's really there this morning, would be pretty solid information. Just because Jadis probably knows we're going to be able to fact check that information anyway, so I wouldn't see why anybody would want to lie. Just my personal opinion. But anyways, let's go back to that video here. Let me just find those timestamps here. That way I save you guys some headaches and time. I know we've got some busy, I know all of us got some really busy Fridays, right? We're all at work this morning. Well, a lot of you are. Oh, and I want to say thank you again for everybody that helped with our dono goal yesterday. As a matter of fact, I need to update this. I need to add another $10 yesterday. So again, thank you guys. We are getting very close to hitting that dono goal. Again, we have 2 more weeks, not this weekend, but the weekend. No, 2 weekends. So not this weekend, not the following weekend, but the weekend after, I will be taking off for this road trip. So I'm pretty sure we'll definitely hit that dono goal. And again, I want to say big thank you to everybody that's helped supported that dono goal. Let me just update this really quick. So we should be at 145, not 135. There we go. All right. Got that updated there. See, I don't even have to do e-bagging. I'll let the banner do the e-bagging for me down there. All right. What up, Blop Jones? Jada says, Scoro hired one of the best lawyers in South Florida. Hey, you know what? They say when you got money, usually you can get a good lawyer. But you know what? That's why I would hope that the court system is pretty fair down there in Florida, because that's what's supposed to keep this a fair system, right? The scales of justice, because we know that there are people that unfortunately, may have a little bit more money than the other person they're taking to court, or vice versa. And sometimes people feel that that's an advantage. Now, advantage will be this. When you got money, you can hire expert witnesses. So I don't know in this case if that's something that's going to be needed. But generally, I wouldn't say it mattered too much who your lawyer is, on a simple battery charge. Now, if he's facing anything, then maybe it might matter. And again, I don't know if anything's arised from the district attorney at this point. I would imagine would have to be the ones that would have to file any charges against Scoro going further. I'm not saying there's any, but if Scoro's maybe taking her to civil court, then yeah, that may matter where you got a lawyer. And maybe that's what you're talking about, Jadis. What up, King of Pines? Toward a new gavel. Hey, I appreciate it. Thank you for that $2 dono that says, keep up the good work, sir. Hey, this gavel slam goes out to you, my friend. And I appreciate it because watch what's going to happen. So I'm not even going to apply those $2 to the dono goal because that'll go towards a new gavel. I appreciate it. I think they're about $10 on Amazon. So you know what? $8 more and I got one. I'll order it. Thank you, King of Pines. You know what to do in chat. Slam them gavels if you got them. Well, spam them. I can slam them. You spam them. All right, let's get that timestamp here. I don't want to get off track. I promised you guys some footage. Well, not of what's going on today, but I think I said yesterday that I had cleaned up the footage. And again, that'll be posted separately. So you guys, if you want to sit there and watch every single body cam uninterrupted, no me talking, all right, because I'm so annoying, you got it, okay? Don't say I don't listen to some comments, all right? That was even from some of the haters. So haters, you got your wish, all right? All right. Let's see. But I do want to show those people that were saying, yo, you missed that part. They were talking about it. I do want to show you. No, we didn't. It was muted. But I did find a part that it does appear that they do discuss a little bit about why they decided to give her a misdemeanor simple battery charge. All right, I think that's in my other notes here. Sorry, I got a bunch of notes. Oh, they're flying everywhere. Jeez Louise. All right. Well, I know where it's at, but I did prefer having my notes. Damn it. Let's see. Oh, wait, hold on. Come on, did we find them? Did we find them? No. I'm so unprepared. Oh, my gosh. Well, I might just have to guess. It won't be that hard, but I was hoping it was going to be here. Don't got him with me. Hey, you know what? I'd be a hell of a good public defender. You want to know why? Because I do give a shit. Not saying public defenders don't, but I care for the small people, man. Yeah, I do need a secretary. At this point, I really do. It's getting fucking crazy now. Even have to eat on the job, so I apologize, okay? We're going to get a little sloppy here because this is one of them Boston cream-filled donuts. Well, here we go. Give me a minute. We're going to bring up that video, okay? I know you're roasting me. I like to have fun. See, I like to have fun with people. That's fun roasting. I don't mind that. Hates go here. Never! But I learned a lot from my pops. Probably more than what I would learn in law school, to be honest with you. Just saying. All right. So let's go. I guess I just got to present the video first. Let's get that up. Actually, we'll just do it as a video file. I don't even have to share the screen. Hopefully that'll sound even better. All right. So we're going to go to body cam footage, body cam 1. Boom. Check that out. Okay, I'm going to remove this comment here really quick. Not that I don't love you, King of Pines. I do, but there we go. Just so we can see better. And let me just scroll to that one part. See how nice that is? That's exactly how that's going to look right there for you. Except you won't see me over here. But
what are you going to do? This is the worst day of my life.
Actually, let me pause this. The part we're going to go to, I believe, is the part you see both of them come together, okay? And I'll show you. Because they've already made, at that point, the decision to arrest her. That's why they make the call for the female officer so that she could go ahead and come and, conduct the body search and all that, all right? So I believe it's right here. Hey, Kim. Oops, sorry, missed it right here. Kimberly, thank you so much for being a member for 7 months. Woohoo! And a woohoo back to you. You are officially a double OG. Spam them in chat. Thank you so much for your continued support, my friend. This gavel slam goes out to you. Actually sounds louder without the gavel head, but you got to have a gavel head, okay? All right, here we go. So I think it was, let's see, there's the interview. That's when the fire personnel get there. I think we're getting close to it. Here it is. Hold on. Let's see. Yeah, see here they're discussing it. So I'm going to just rewind back to this part here.
You have a marriage license, so you're not strangers.
Right.
And you've been dating since just after her birthday last year, right?
Yeah, but to her we were married, and like to me too, I was trying to be like, but like I just want, because I know about, like I had another girlfriend who had borderline personality disorder, and like she cut her wrist over nothing.
Hang out for 1 second. Let me talk to you one more time.
Here we go.
This guy seems pretty good.
Told you. That's not me muting it, I promise. That was redacted from the police station itself. So for everybody that was like, no, you fast forwarded during the most important part. Didn't. Told you. Yeah, I agree. And I actually, I had some paperwork that was attached. Hold on, let me chew this. I don't want to be rude. Excuse me. There was actually some paperwork attached to the body cam footage that I didn't share with you guys. It's not really interesting, but it was actually telling me what parts they, not exact parts they redacted, but what the reason was they redacted the parts they did. And they said the main reason the parts were redacted was because there was financial institutions or things spoken that had to do with, financial accounts or things like that, which I don't think they're speaking about that now. But, hey, I can't argue with the cops. What they send me is what they send me. But, yeah, muted. We won't sit here too long. I just want to show everybody that, I maybe I missed something. So if I missed something, we'll catch it. But I remember this part. It was muted the whole time. Now, if we have anybody that can read lips, DM me. But welcome everybody in chat. I appreciate y'all being here. As we're currently speaking, Elisa is having her case disposition hearing today. She may not even be here. That's what I'm curious. I don't know if Jadis is still in chat, but based on that paperwork, and I'll show you guys here. We'll look at some paperwork together too after this. She may not be there. All right. As a matter of fact, I even think I seen a community post she had posted a few days ago saying that she was leaving Florida, which, hey, you can do whatever you want. She's on ROR. Well, it depends. I don't know what the restrictions are on her ROR. So, but I'm sure if she's got a lawyer, she's not going to be breaking any of that. But, you know, depending on what that is, she may or may not be able to leave the state. I'm sure she's able to. But if she's able to have her lawyer, you know, be able to fill in for her, and that's allowed by the judge based on this paperwork that she signed, then there is probably a good possibility she won't be at any of her hearings until she's required to, which will probably most likely be when it goes to a jury trial. But again, I'm not saying that's what happened today. Maybe she's standing there next, tall and proud, next to her public defender or lawyer. But based on the paperwork I read, and I'm going to show you guys here, I don't think so. It's still muted, just so you guys know. I would like to know what he's yelling about, but it's muted. Looks like he's trying to explain to the cops something. She is not. Jadis says she is not. See? Okay. Hey, who was saying I'd be a horrible lawyer? All right? I knew it. I knew she wasn't going to be there. I knew how to read my paperwork. And thank you for clarifying that, Jadis. Jadis, live, coming in from the courthouse in Palm Beach County, Florida. Jadis, come in, come in. Yeah, shocking, huh? They did. They did. I don't agree with it, just good, especially for $140. That's what it costs for this body cam footage. All right, let's continue on. Yeah, so they started it right here.
Does it help if I give you the ID? No, sir. Receive the call.
Address, let me get it for you. Here it is.
All right, there's one last part that I wanted to share with you guys. Let me see if I can find it. And either way, if you want, like I said, either way, the videos will be up as soon as this live stream's over. I'll get those uploaded right as soon as I'm done here. I'll get them uploaded. Take me maybe 10, 15 minutes to get all three of them uploaded. But you'll be able to watch them all for yourself without me interrupting anything. And if there's anything that you want to see that maybe I missed, you can see it for yourself. But I had a lot of people that were saying that I may have fast forward through a part explaining, you know, or when the both officers were trying to explain to each other why they were going to give her, you know, the misdemeanor charge. But like I said, it was muted, so I just wanted to show everybody. Oh, yes, the red truck guys. There's actually, and you're right, me, myself, and I, there's actually a staff member that, and actually a department, I guess depending on the size of your state or county, but for Palm Beach County, there was actually a department that handled these type of requests, you know, the body cam footage particularly, okay? Or specifically, not particularly, excuse me. Starting to sound like Ski Mask Annie, trying to use all these fancy words that I don't even know what they mean. All right, let me see. I think there's the part where they got her in the car. There, that was still muted. Again, I'm not going to take your guys' time for the people that don't care about this. Like I said, once I got the videos up, everybody can watch them for themselves and figure out what part it was maybe that I missed or was important. But I know I had a lot of people saying, yo, when they're both together talking, you fast forward through that and you missed the part or what they were saying. But no, it was muted. All right, so let's move on. Let's look at some paperwork. All right, let's get that out of the way. Let's see. Give me just a second to see what I wanted to share with you. Here it is. This is the paperwork here. All right, so I think the best way is just going to be like this. Present, share screen. It's this one here. All right, here we go. So let me zoom in a bit. That way it's easier to read. Oops, let me zoom out a bit. All right. Should be a little bit easier. And I'll read this together. So if you're having trouble seeing, and again, if you're on your phone, go from vertical to horizontal mode, and then make sure you click on the full screen, and you'll be able to read this just fine. Let me get this out of the way. All right. So, starting from the top, okay? This is state of Florida that's acting as the plaintiff versus Elisa Ann Schwartz acting as the defendant. Again, all public information that you can access yourself. This is the authority to represent an affidavit to plead in absentia. Okay, that's one of those that's why I'll tell you what, I would probably learn how to pronounce a lot of these words correctly in law school. So I take that back. I would actually learn some things. But pretty much it's saying this. Comes now defendant Elisa A. Schwartz, who after being duly sworn, deposes and states as follows. 1, I am the affiant herein. 2, I am the same person who is charged in connection with the above styled case. 3, I have retained the law firm of Gray Robinson, PA, to represent me in the above style manner, and I hereby authorize my attorney to represent me in my absence and enter a plea on my behalf. Okay? 4, I understand the maximum minimum sentence involved as it relates to my plea. Signed by her. Man, I figure she'd have a nicer signature as, being an entertainer and all. Well, I guess you got to be quick when you're signing autographs, right? So it's been notarized, it's been filed, and there you go, ladies and gentlemen. So that is why she did not have to be there in person. But again, had she not had that filed, most likely she would have had to be there in person, okay? Because they're not doing any Zoom hearings at the main courthouse anymore. So again, I doubt she's probably going to be there in person unless they require her to, which I don't even know. I'd even have to check how that's going to work once it goes to a jury trial. I personally would think they would require you to be there. Obviously, if you're going to be, testifying as on your own behalf, you'd have to be there. Well, I guess they could do it over the phone if you could. No, actually, they have to swear you in. So I don't know. I'd have to check into that. But as of today, it was confirmed that she was not there based on what Jadis is saying. So we're saying documents already up. Let's look at them. Give me just 1 second to pull them up. Can I just... Nope, I got to sign in again. All right. All right, let's see what we got going on. Let's see if we got any updates. And if we do, I'll tell you what, man. Florida is on it, man. All right, so let's go to court events. Oh, yeah, they've already got their new court date set. So let me share everything here with you. So here we go. Let me share this with you guys. All right. Make sure you guys can see what I'm looking at. Yeah, Blop, I saw that this morning. So I'll just say this. My opinion, I hope we're not going to be stepping into a fucking war, especially over there, man. Because those people got hells and plenty of money and a fucking well enough fucking army to do what they got to do. All right? That's all I want to say. Ain't no need to shed no fucking American blood over there. Huh? Anyways, looks like we've got a pre-trial. So no more case dispositions. They're going straight to a pre-trial, ladies and gentlemen. So it looks like, and again, if you can't see this, just go to your horizontal mode, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like her pre-trial is set for June 28th, 9 a.m. All right. Let's look at and see if there's any new dockets and documents that came out, or case notes, as I like to say. Nope, not. Oh, hold on. There's a second page. I missed the second page. So let's see here. 19th was today. Defendant not present. We already know that. A waiver for speedy trial makes sense because that's why it's going to a pretrial conference. And continue to pretrial, June 28th. Notice of hearing, that's already been set. So that's just going to show you all the information showing what court room, what time, the date, which we already know it's going to be June 28th at 9 a.m. Let's look at the notice of hearing. And it looks like it's going to be in the same courtroom. Yep. So same courtroom, June 28th. And most likely she probably won't have to be there for a pretrial conference. I'm just guessing, but I'm probably 99.9% sure. Yeah, and shout out to the state of Florida, man. That's fucking amazing. They're very quick to update their your whatever you want to call it, docket notes, e-case view notes. So I know a lot of these other counties and states that we, follow these docket notes. It could take up to 2 days, 48 hours, even longer than that. So kudos to the Sunshine State. Let's see if we got anything else that's important to show on this. And again, this is all stuff you guys can access. Nothing special. You don't even have to have a registered account with the e-case view for this county. Court event form. What's that? Let's see what that's about. Let's see if there's anything important. Oh, this is just showing what happened today. Yeah, we'll show you this. I don't see anything. Again, this is all public information, but if there's anything that I can, try to censor out if I feel it's, personal information, I will, but there's nothing on here. So we'll start from the top here. Let me just make sure you guys can see what I'm looking at. Yep, perfect. All right, so here we go. So this is just kind of giving you a summary of what happened today. That's why it's called a court event form. Start time. Hey, you weren't lying. 1 minute long. Start time, 9:01 a.m. End time, 9:02. Now, technically, it looks like they do have it audio recorded. So if we did want to pull the audio from this, I guess we could submit a FOIA request for that. But probably not going to spend any time on that for a 1 minute case. But anyways, you see right here, I'll highlight it if I can. And let me zoom in for some people that have trouble seeing like me. Speedy trial waived. Reset for pretrial, June 28th, 9 a.m. Same place. Other note, defendant not present. Count 1, simple battery, domestic, misdemeanor. Give me just a second here. Okay. Yeah, I guess she waived the speedy trial, meaning with that, I'll just give you exactly what, and this is exactly what I was figuring. I just wanted to make sure. That's why I wanted to, and I'll actually share the tab here so you guys can read along with me. But here's what it says. Waivers of speedy trial. Let me make sure you guys can see what I'm looking at. Yep. All right. Perfect. Oops. Waivers of speedy trial. The defendant may waive his or her rights to speedy trial and thereby nullify the protections afforded by Rule 3.191. Okay. We're not going to read that rule, but that's what it's saying. That rule protects that affords people the right to a speedy trial, which in this case is probably not that important to her, being that she's not in jail. But if you were in jail and you didn't have the money to bond out, then you most likely were not going to waive your right to a speedy trial, okay? But in this case, she did. But a waiver will occur whenever the failure to hold a trial within the applicable time period is attributable to the defendant or his or her attorney. So in this case, most likely it didn't matter as far as time frame, so that's why they waived it. Just my guess. Again, I'm not an attorney. All right. So again, thank you for whomever it was in chat that said, hey, the notes are up, because I would have checked later. I think it was in Taco, if I'm not mistaken. An update later. So we got you that update now. So there you go. There's your update for the case disposition hearing for Elisa A. Schwartz, otherwise known as her entertainment name, Elisa Jordana. So looks like we're moving on to a what did we say, pre-trial conference, right? Just like Trina's having today, or as of we're speaking now. So it's already 9:17. Her hearing started at what, 8:30? Yep. So it's 8:17 my time, but 9:17 her time. So it's already been almost 45 minutes, over 45 minutes, excuse me. So again, thank you, Taco. So, and I know they take a little bit to update. So I doubt when. Well, let's just check while I have you guys here. Maybe it's our lucky day. Let's see. Maybe they've already updated her notes. Nope, not yet. Not yet. And I'd figure. So no update yet on what happened in the pretrial conference with Trina, which I don't think there's going to be anything important. Probably just going to make sure everybody's ready to go for next week. Okay. And as the judge said in the email to me, this is the judge that's hearing or presiding over that jury trial for Trina Golden. That judge did say anybody, including myself, is welcome to sit in physically for that jury trial. And it begins next Monday. That's going to be, I'm used to my calendar there. Sorry. It's over there, sitting over there. It's going to be the 22nd. And she said that'll be starting with the jury selection that Monday. So I would assume they'll probably start the jury trial that following Tuesday on the 23rd. It's scheduled to go through the 26th. No, I'm not a bounty hunter, just good. I only attend court cases. That's it. So that's as far as updates on both those cases. That's as best as we can get. We did get you an update on what happened with the Elisa and Schwartz case. That was the, again, not to repeat myself too many times, the case disposition hearing that she had this morning. And that was at what, 8 o'clock? Oh, 9 a.m. Excuse me, 9 a.m. Eastern time. Okay, so it's all over. As a matter of fact, according to the notes, it lasted 1 minute. All right. I guess we do have something in common. But didn't get the joke. All right, never mind. Anyways, that concludes my breaking news update for this morning. I plan on coming live, hopefully for tomorrow. Don't forget, my stoner friends, tomorrow's a little holiday for us, 420. All right. I'm sure most of you have a lot of, well, especially if you live in a state where it's legally acceptable, especially recreationally, like here in New Mexico. We've got a lot of cool shit going around in especially the big cities in my state. I may be in Albuquerque tomorrow. I may not be. Either way, I'm going to try my best, if possible. I'm not going to make any promises yet to bring you some 420 coverage or do something fun for the holiday with you guys, assuming you want to hang out and you're not doing your own shit. But either way, look out for that notification. I might put it out tonight or tomorrow. But either way, next time I'll see you will be for our next court update. That should be sometime next week. And then we are getting closer to a couple of, well, we said 2 weekends starting next weekend. That didn't sound too confusing. I will be heading out, hopefully, fingers crossed, which I know will hit it, for our epic road trip. So again, I want to say a huge thank you to everybody that has helped us reach the $145 out of $250 so far on this epic road trip dono goal. And again, that should be a lot of fun. Hopefully I'll have something fun for you guys tomorrow. I will keep updates posted on my Instagram as well as on the community tab on how the plants are going, the magical plants, if you know what I mean. They're doing really good. And that's about it, ladies and gentlemen. If I don't hear from you, see you. I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. Enjoy the rest of your Friday. It's TGIF, especially for our 8 to 5ers. You're almost there, all right? Especially my friends on the East Coast, okay? Get through lunch, a few more hours, and you're done for the week, all right? Weekend time. Time to party. Just be safe about it. Don't forget, do not drink and drive. Call an Uber or Lyft. Don't be stupid. Don't do like what MGL does. Don't become one of these people that we cover. What else? What else? Don't forget to love somebody. Keep your head on a swivel. Check that 6 every once in a while. You don't have to do it like a crackhead, just every once in a while. You can even do it kind of like this. All right. But most importantly, don't forget to love somebody. We need a lot of that going on right now, especially with what kicked off this morning, man. I pray for everybody overseas, all our troops, because we do have troops, whether you know it or not. All right. Especially some badass motherfuckers that are over there. Okay. So I pray for their safety. I hope we don't get involved with what's going on. And if anything, I hope there isn't anything going on. Okay. I'm always for peace, man. Condolences for those that are probably going to lose their lives here in the next week or so, man. That's all I can say, and it's shitty. But again, that's like I said, just try to spread some love, man. I don't know as we can. At least we have the freedom to, okay? And that's the great thing about being a fucking American. All right, y'all. Have a great rest of your weekend. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow for a little IRL. But if we don't, like I said, I'll see you next week for another breaking news court update. Or maybe it won't be breaking news. It could just be a regular, court news update. All right, guys. Have a good day. Take care. Love you guys. Again, thank you for everybody's support. Thank you for all the haters today. You guys have been awesome. Most importantly, thank you for all my mods for being here today. Thank you for all the members of the jury for being here today. And again, sayonara, peace, adios. Is that 3 languages already? Ciao. Wait, how do they say it in Italy? Ciao? That's 4. Damn, I'm getting good. Hold on. I even know French a little bit. So that would be bonjour. No, that's hello. Au revoir. 6. Fuck yeah. Sayonara. No, I think I already said that one. See? So that's 6 languages, man. Fuck else can do that. Everybody can. All right, y'all. Take care. Peace.